Hey, what's up you guys, Shartimus Prime here, doing another Marvel Legends toy review on Marvel Legends Fang Foom. If you saw my last video, it was on the Marvel Legends Top 10 Hasbro figures, and this guy came out to number 1. Due to the time constraint on YouTube and on my camera here, I was not really able to talk about the figures, so I figured I'd do a review on Fang Foom. Dude, this thing is sick. I mean, just first off, I'm gonna give you guys a 360 of this guy. He is really cool, and he is massive. He's gigantic. He's amazing. Um, this is the only Build-A-Figure from Hasbro that really feels like a legit Build-A-Figure. I mean, now, the Hulk series that he was released in is pricey, so I just got to warn you. I think each of those figures are like 15, 16 bucks a piece, like retail price, and then like they're probably even more or less now. I don't know. But yeah, so I actually bought him loose off of JVol 2010. It cost me 70 bucks plus a couple of other figures. So if you get him for about 70 bucks, I think that's a pretty solid deal. I don't know. But yeah, he's very, very large. To give you a size comparison right off the bat, here's my Urban Legends Daredevil figure. All right, standard 6-inch figure. So there he is, standing up against Boom. So you see how big he is, and there he goes. Now he does want to lean forward. So you got to be careful when you're displaying this guy. If you're standing him up like this, he will want to lean forward a bit. Um, and then my favorite Build-A-Figure, my favorite Marvel Legend is the Sentinel. And seeing him next to the Sentinel right there, it's like you could see how he really stands to, you know, the quality of Build-A-Figure to, compared to the Toy Biz, So I thought that was pretty sick. He's huge, so it's very, very cool. And I guess his horns make him stand just a little bit taller than the Sentinel, if not about the same height. And the Sentinel is the tallest of the Build-A-Figures. And so is Fang Foom, so that's pretty cool. Um, the articulation on this guy is pretty sweet. He's got his neck joint moves side to side like this, all right, and he also has a neck joint that moves up and down, but not too much. He does have his jaw opens and closes. He has a neck joint right here that twists. All right. He does have these ball joints on his arms. All right. Twist right there on the bicep. Double jointed elbows. His hand rotates. If you could see it like that. So it rotates like that, and it also moves up and down. Okay. His wings, they kind of pop out pretty easy. Okay. They've got these ball thingies at the end, and you just plug them in right there. So those move around quite a bit. Doesn't, oh, the wings in the way, the tail's in the way. You can see how far that moves, and you can turn it around any way you want. He's got this diaphragm joint right here, twists pretty well, but it pops out very easily. So you can turn it around a lot, but you just gotta be careful. And it moves forward just a little bit. So that's about as forward as he goes. The legs are not really quite ball joints, because they don't swivel at the top of the thigh right here. And then the leg doesn't, well, yeah, that's as far forward as a leg can get, okay? And you can move it back like that, alright? Does it rotate? And it does not rotate at the knee. The foot does rotate, so you can turn that around, okay? And it does move up and down as well. The tail, see right here, this spins, okay, so you can see that. And then the tail also spins right here. And, these both go 360, so you can do a lot with him. So, pretty decent articulation. I wish the hands did have a clamp. I wish his fingers could move at least as a group, but they don't. They're just kind of stationary like that. He can grab the 6-inch figures, pretty well. But I imagine it being harder for him to grab a universe figure, and I will admit that I believe that this Fang Foom does match better with the universe-sized, the universe scale, I think he is supposed to be much bigger. The paint job on him is really cool. I'm really, really pleased with that. He basically has two, hold on a second, All right, yeah, I feel better. He has basically two shades of green. This light green right here, and then the darker green. So he kind of has like his, yeah, the dark green and the light green. But both greens have like a good amount of it's kind of like a black kind of fade going in it. It's very nice. Does it look better if I do that? I don't know. And the scales, I think this is very, very cool. A little detail that they did, and you can't really see it on my camera because as you get too close, it gets blurry, which is a bitch. But each scale has like these lines like etched into the actual mold, in the plastic, and these lines go down on each scale. So I think that's very, very cool. Now the scale style changes, like on the underbelly, it's a different type of scaling. And same thing with like the inner thighs, but it's got all these lines and everything in here. It's got all these little horn thingies, sticking up right here. I think that's very cool. On the back, it goes all the way down here, follows all the way down the back, onto the tail, goes all the way up the tail, kind of fades as it gets to the tip. The horns are pretty neat. They kind of have some paint detailing in them as well. They kind of gets darker closer to the bottom. It gets brighter as you go up to the top. The eyes are pretty cool. I like how he has like these kind of like pink circles in the middle with a white dot, and then red on the outside part of the eye right there. I think that's very, very cool. His teeth are white. This guy's red tongue. Okay. The wings do have like it's a light green and it kind of fades to a darker green. I think that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I really, really like this figure a lot, but I still have two complaints. As you guys should know by now, I'm pretty picky. But I just wish he had the clamping hands and the wings were a little bit bigger. Like if you take like the Nihilus wings, you know, like even the Nihilus wings would have been cool. And these Nihilus wings were made by Hasbro as well. It's like just wish he had bigger wings. And it's like I wish you could put these inside here, but they will not stay. But I don't know, is it just me or would he look cooler with bigger wings? You know? And even bigger than this. I'd prefer them to be like really big wings. That would have been cool. But I don't know. Maybe I'm not really that familiar with the character, so maybe this is comic book accurate. I don't know. Inform me. I'm not really sure on that. But yeah, I think the paint job on this thing is great. Even like the nails, it's like got white and beige mixed in together, and there's these little lines on the fingernails. Look very cool. Even the toenails have paint detailing. I think that's pretty sick. Yeah, overall, I think they did a really cool job. Great, great figure. He is pricey, but I really think he's worth it. Now, one thing I learned from Solid Snake in My Pants, which I thought was really, really cool. What he did on one of his Fang Foom displays, he turned the neck all the way like that, sideways. Then he twisted the head like this, okay? And then he got this on all fours, like that, kind of. See, these legs kind of pop out. Seeing me play with this thing a little bit, hopefully it gives you a better idea of what the figure is actually like without holding him. But, he looks really cool on all fours. I think that's badass. Isn't it cool? I think it's cool. But, yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about Fang Foom, you guys. And, yeah, if you guys have any Marvel Legends review requests, yeah, please leave a comment on my profile page. Alright, I'll catch you guys later. I got Foom.